This holiday season feels complicated with an uncertain economy, the longest government shutdown in US history barely behind us, and layoffs happening left and right. It's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed by all the noise, both in the world and maybe even in our own homes. But in the midst of all of that, women are finding ways to quiet the chaos, to romanticize the colder months, to spend intentional time with themselves, to reignite their creativity, and to still step out and enjoy life in ways that feel good. So, to our ladies and fellas tuning in, if this season feels heavy, but you're still searching for those moments of joy it can bring, we're really glad to have you in the room. I'm so excited to have Janae Hunter in the girls' room today. She's an Atlanta based creative and entrepreneur who's redefining what it means to live fully and creatively in every season. Janae is the founder of Janae Creative Co., a creative strategy brand helping build standout brands and women led businesses. And Meet Me Here, a growing community that brings people together through fun, low to cost activities that spark connection and joy. Welcome to the girls' room, Janae.
Hey, Zaray.
Oh my God. This is so full circle, y'all. Like, Janae and I went to Georgia State together. I love having any alum friends.
Go Panthers.
Listen, and we were both on the journalism track. Well, I was an English major, though. I think you were journalism.
I was journalism.
Minor.
Yeah, broadcast journalism, speech minor. I just needed to fulfill the requirements and graduate.
There you go.
I just
She's not
picked
new
something.
to this. She's very much true to this.
Period.
So, yeah, I'd love to have a fellow journalist.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So we got some topics to discuss with this new season. So how are we feeling? Let's do a little holiday season check-in.
Honestly, I'm feeling like really renewed.
Ooh.
I'm feeling excited.
Okay.
Yeah. I think those are like the top two words right now. Excited, renewed. The last couple months definitely took me through there.
Yeah.
Took me through there.
They did,
But we are here literally. So I'm excited.
Yeah, you know what? I'm exploring this new holiday season. As you know, I just moved recently. And I always used to come back here for the holidays, but now it feels a little different where I'm here. I didn't travel. It's something a little bit more fun when you're traveling back home for the holidays.
But now it keeps it fresh almost.
Exactly. Where I'm here now, but I'm going to be traveling back to New York in a few weeks. So now it's going to be in flip where it feels like I'm going home again for the holidays.
I've always wanted a New York Christmas.
Oh, girl, you should have one. It's amazing.
I should.
Yeah.
One day, 1 year.
Yeah, you should. Very romantic, very nice. Fifth Ave is really nice. They close it down sometimes where you can walk and look at the
tree, like the Christmas tree, like the Christmas decor. I feel like it's so grand. It just gives me like the feel of like the perfect like Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That's all I've been watching.
Very
right
Home
now.
Alone.
Home Alone, like top tier Hallmark, that's my jam.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Let me plan for that next year.
Definitely. I feel like we have a lot of good things that are happening this holiday season, even though there's a lot of madness that are happening. We're not going to talk about we are going to talk about it, but it's something that I know I desensitize or I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the pod and being a journalist, we have to talk about
we
don't want to talk about.
Put it out there.
So, with all that's happening, how are you quieting the noise during the holiday season while still maintaining this joy that you have?
You know what? That is a really, really good question because I feel like that has been something I've been really having to work on, not just for the holiday season, but just like day to day, because it really started when I got laid off back in April when all the Black women lost their job.
Yeah.
I was like one of those 300,000 Black women, and I just started like go. Like I literally was like, okay, I just kind of went into survival mode almost, like, but it didn't feel like survival mode at the time because it's going into the summertime. It's fun. Okay. I am everywhere all at once. I was still traveling. I went and seen Beyonce.
Yeah.
And, I still took my birthday trip, and I came back home at the end of July, and everything quite literally like just slowed down. I went through this insane amount of like grief, essentially. I did not leave the house. I didn't want to drive anywhere. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was canceling plans. And I think that's when I really started realizing like I was not saying that you don't deserve to have fun when you're going through like a rough patch or a tough time, but I was definitely chasing, something that felt good instead of really sitting with myself and being like, okay, you're sad, you're upset, you're hurt. You don't know what's next. You don't know the why behind this. Like, you just know that this is reality now. And so, all to say, like, I literally just I had to start like developing better habits and actual like intentional hobbies and actual routines. So like I had to start giving, I created like an actual like morning routine.
Okay.
That was like one of the first ways I really started like silencing the noise because I was so used to waking up, roll over, open my laptop,
And
get on
just jump
like,
like,
and I'm
yeah.
just jumping into work.
Yeah.
Literally, I didn't really make time for myself, my own thoughts. And so I really got back into like doing my devotional.
Mhm.
I wouldn't scroll my phone. I actually started sleeping with my phone across the room. So I had to
Okay.
like get up
I've been trying to get
and
into
like,
that.
girl, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. But like that was also where I started sleeping through the night.
Oh, okay.
Like because of that, because I would roll over 2 o'clock in the morning and like just start scrolling because the
Yeah,
phone
no,
is
I
right
do the
there.
same
But
thing.
yeah, I started doing my devotionals and just like journaling, like challenging myself to journal every single day, even if I only had a paragraph to write about. And I think the way that I started my day really spilled over into like how my day went. And I think too, me kind of isolating myself, I like pulled the lens back too on just like a lot of relationships, like, just friendships and the communities that I was in, and even, maybe romantic relationships that I was like entertaining.
Mm.
And I was just like, my prayer, like, I was just like, I want more intentional, fulfilling community and relationships like in my closer proximity.
Yeah.
And that was a thing too. I quieted so much noise.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to so many people a day,
Mm.
maybe a week, and I'm like, just yes here, yes there, showing up there, doing this, doing that. And I'm like, I don't even like all of this. I actually don't. You don't need to
You
know my
just filling
business.
time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was a lot of filling my time.
Yeah.
And so I think that like, yeah, I literally just had to get a little strict too, just with my close knit circle. And I quite literally, because I realized too, I was just taking in a lot of people's voices
Yeah.
before my own, especially like at the start of my day. So, quiet and noise, I sat down, me, my notebook, my devotional, no music, no TV, no
Mhm.
screens, like literally
Yeah.
it is straight quiet time.
Yeah.
And then like it is all about me. I make me some tea.
Okay.
I don't even like run to the computer
Okay.
first. Like I give it some time because I'm like, I don't work in the ER.
Yeah. No, honestly, you're really not saving lives right now,
I
and
am not saving
I
lives
do get
at
that.
all.
And I feel like I wonder at least
Mhm.
for the holiday season with kind of this, if it's not Black Friday, it's layoffs. If it's not layoffs, it's something else that's filling up social media or
Yeah.
something that's happened to some celeb. Maybe that is the key, is to enjoy your holiday season.
Yes.
Maybe you gotta pull
You
back,
have to. I
take
don't
away some
even.
things.
I actually stopped. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I still have my account.
Oh my God, I forgot
but-
about Twitter.
Exactly, right? I actually, and that was another thing I did too. Like when it came to my phone, I just realized I was like, I'm in control
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't have to wait on anybody to tell me stop doing this, or I don't need to wait on a movement to happen to like get off here to log off to, or wait for this to be a trend or anything like that. I one day just woke up and I deleted the app off my phone.
Yeah.
And that was over the summer.
Mm.
And then I actually took TikTok and Instagram. I still have the apps, but they're not on my home screen. So I literally have to search for them
Mhm.
to access them. So I've gotten a lot better with getting on Instagram or getting on TikTok, posting and getting back off. And then sometimes when I feel myself wanting to like grab my phone just to scroll, by the time I like start typing the name in, I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I find something else to do. I started coloring. Started
Okay.
back coloring. I love a color.
Ooh,
I love a
really?
color book.
You know what? I used to do that at one point at the park. I would bring this adult coloring book, and I really was like, "Oh, I'm really doing."
You know what? I
today."
wish we had like late night like cafes.
Where you can just color.
Yeah, like you could just go
I
sit
like that.
and like maybe work, but like I actually, when I was in San Diego visiting my sister, I went to a coffee shop for a bit to work on some stuff, and I saw this guy in there. I was rolling my eyes at first. I'm like, you done took up this whole table to sit in here and color, but then I literally was like, yeah.
Like,
You
why
can,
not?
like, why not?
What's the
Just come
matter
in
with
here. I
that?
mean, he had his whole spread, and I was like, I
Huh.
wish, like, I was like, yeah, one day I'm just gonna go into like a coffee shop or even like the library, and I'm just gonna color.
So, if somebody takes that idea, please give us the credit for
Give us
that
the
because that's
credit.
a really good idea. Like, why don't we have a color and chill? What's the problem with that? I
We
don't see
we
anything wrong
actually
with
need
that.
that, but yeah,
That's actually really dope.
I wish that we had more like late night coffee shops, or coffee shops had some after hours for you to just come. Because sometimes I am up late at night, I feel like I am my most creative. So even if I'm not like on the phone, I may be in my notes app where I'm journaling, and or I am just going hard like in my coloring books. I'm like, I gotta finish this page. But
Yeah.
sometimes I don't always want to be at the house. Like, I want to be somewhere else, but nothing's open.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And I think maybe that's the key for enjoying the holidays.
Mm,
There's a holiday themed coloring book or
yes.
anything along those lines that helps you unplug and center on something else.
Mhm, mhm.
Because I'm starting to feel like that is the reoccurring thing. Because the holiday season comes with a lot of joy, a lot of overconsumption, and then a lot of heaviness, depending
Yes.
on the human. And so,
I think honestly everybody goes through all three, to be
mm,
honest. Yeah, because you see people too, of course there's like the joy of the holiday season, and of course people are going through like grief with, and loss, and then of course the overconsumption, and if you're still going through layoffs, or you're still, shaking back from a layoff, but then also, we get older and people see, everybody wants to rush and get into the matching PJs.
yeah.
So like people are in this like huge
Yeah.
comparison
Yeah.
like stage, like, oh, me and who, I got 2 more weeks to do it, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, I don't want to be like, love yourself. Self love is the best love, because that
Yeah.
does not replace like romantic love. But I think one thing I just realized is like, you don't have to wait
You
on
really
on
don't.
anything to form to like
Yeah.
enjoy these things. Like literally, me and my sister are gonna go take pictures with Santa. I'm not going
That's
to
cute.
like, yeah, like I'm not going to do
Yeah.
the holiday things and the festive things
Yeah.
because I don't have like a partner, or I'm not in this like established
Mhm.
relationship. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, and I'm not gonna let that turn to like this heaviness on me,
Yeah.
because it's like, been there,
Been
done
there,
it
done
before,
that. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'll do it again at
Yeah.
some point. But
100%.
for now, hey, I'm saving money on Christmas gifts this year.
Last year, I remember I told everyone, listen, my presence is the gift. You'll get a birthday gift next year. I am not gonna run up
Girl,
coin or go into debt buying
no.
gifts because I'm just not. I will enjoy the quality time and nobody faulted me for it. I don't
Because
think
I
there's anything
think
wrong with it.
too with that, everybody's thinking it,
Mhm.
everybody's feeling it, but
Mhm.
nobody wants to be the one to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like everybody waits on that one person. It's like, yeah,
Like it's
one,
not gonna happen
yeah,
this
and
year. You're
everybody's
not getting
like,
no
okay,
gifts.
great. Like,
Yeah.
I was just gonna send you a Merry Christmas text, But yeah, I'm on that same thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need
Yeah. I agree.
every coin, every. I did make a Black Friday purchase though.
Okay, I did too,
Yeah. Okay.
and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's still
I
treating
seen the
yourself.
people were like boycotting, but the girl needed a new MacBook. So
Okay, and do, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I think
yeah.
people in general, we all need to find ways to redefine what the holidays look like for
Yes.
us. I know sometimes holidays come with nostalgia,
Mhm.
but it sounds so cliche saying, you're finding it from within, like the holidays and the love and the magic is within,
But
like
you
Disney World.
are.
But you are.
You know what? I'm in such a space too. I tell people maybe it's like a thing of getting older, but the cliches are true. Like, the cliches are actually true. Like,
Live,
it
love, laugh.
actually.
Very.
I live, love, laugh, eat, pray, love.
Okay.
Seriously, but yes, I do think like everything, like the magic, all of that, it comes within. Because yeah, like one thing I always my favorite question to ask is, who am I to wait?
Who are you to wait?
Who am I to wait?
that?
Who am I to wait on? Like, so I didn't grow up in a family that had like big traditions around the holidays,
Mm.
and so I was just like, if I ever start my own family, we'll do this, we'll do that. And I was like, why would I wait for that? I don't know when that's gonna happen, or if that's gonna be something that I want, later on down the line. This world is crazy.
It is
Like,
so crazy.
the economy is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but all to say, it's like, well, why wait on that to happen? Why not establish, your own traditions now? Why not do things now? So, yeah, I feel like I am catering to that, of course, like younger me, and not just like me in elementary school, but me in middle school, me in high school. Like, okay, let's go take pictures with Santa. I'm actually going to a tree lighting ceremony tonight too.
Okay.
I have a whole
I love this.
Christmas like holiday
You have to
dopamine
share the
dopamine
itinerary.
list. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like all the Christmas and holiday things for sure, because I'm like, I want to like find what joy looks like
Mm,
discover what joy looks like for me in this holiday season without needing permission from other people, without waiting on the perfect, time to like
yeah.
make it happen. It's
Yeah.
just like, who knows what next year is gonna look
For
like.
sure.
So
Yeah.
go do
That
it this
is
year.
perfect. That's a
Yes.
perfect segue actually into our next segment.
Yes, yes.
That's talking about that cliche that we were talking about, trying to find love from within.
Uh-huh.
Because again, holiday season comes with some heaviness, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it comes with loneliness. And
Mm.
so seeking that love and that joy and allowing that to radiate. So starting from within. So what's one way that you've been finding so far this holiday season that you're pouring back to yourself, like the dopamine list that you have? What are some other ways and tips and things that you've been doing
Oh,
to get us all excited for the holiday season?
that is a good question. Honestly, I would say outside of my dopamine menus, I'm always adding to it. Like I said, I have my morning routine. We are like heavy into that. I actually just added like affirmations on my mirror.
Okay.
And it's about time to switch them out because I want to do new ones for the new month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, that is actually a really good question. You know what? I'm just into all things cozy.
Yeah.
Like honestly, cozy socks, cozy like
I
PJs,
love
cozy
cozy
blankets,
socks.
like
Yes.
cozy hobbies. So
Okay.
outside of coloring, I also have like the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, do you
I
really?
do. I
Okay.
I be in there on Mario Kart and
Okay.
Mario Party. You would think I'm in there like playing some type of heavy artillery game. The way I be going off on these people because they be throwing
Yeah.
like bombshells at me.
And that's a little disrespectful, but
Girl,
okay.
but yeah, I would say honestly, like just prioritizing a lot of me time right now,
Okay.
like a lot of me cozy time. Honestly, is I think too when you see like holiday season is coming up, you can get into the mix of like scrolling and seeing everybody out with friends and doing,
Yeah.
things like
Birthday.
in big groups. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I need to like run over here and hang out with these people or do this or do that. Or let me try to gather these people
Mhm.
together so we can go do things. And again, like wait on no one, but also don't put yourself in environments that like you're having to force.
That's true
Like
too.
just
That's true.
if like let it happen. I did do Friendsgiving. Like I was invited to a couple of them, so I showed up.
Okay.
To a few of them, and then I was like, okay, and I went back into not necessarily my bubble, but just making sure that I pour back into me instead of like going with this group, that group, these few people, those few people, or this friend, that friend, like
Mhm.
because that was me, like that's been me for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I just always had to be with people. And so
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I like to do, to be honest. I didn't know how I like to spend my time.
Mhm.
I didn't really know like yeah, like I didn't really know like what I like to do
Mhm.
because it was just kind of based around like what's already planned out, with these friends or this group. So, yeah.
I think that's fair that the holiday season, they say, is the season of giving. So you want to give your time and you feel like you're
Yeah.
supposed to do things with people. And I know at one point I used to feel very, very disappointed when someone was not trying to hang out with me for a second. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm tired," or I know I'm an extrovert, so let's
Yeah.
go, let's do. I saw this on my TikTok. My TikTok folder is
Girl, my TikTok phone, like,
saved.
please don't add no
It's,
more.
it's crazy.
Like you
It's
ain't
actually
did none of
embarrassing.
this.
And I'll be like, "Oh," and I'll send it. "Oh, you want to do? It's available tonight. You want
Yes.
to go?" And it's, "Girl, I'm tired. Now I'm tight." When I could just go.
And oh
Who's
my
stopping
God,
me?
that was like one of the biggest lessons like I learned because I realized too I would be so excited to do things
Mhm.
and like I would want to do those things like with other people and they're not able to and I'm just like ugh, but
Yeah.
now all of a sudden I'm not excited and okay well since you don't want to go and nobody's gonna go with me I'm just not gonna go.
Yeah, vibes off now.
Now I missed like
Yeah.
the event, I missed the experience.
Yeah.
And one thing I've learned about that too, like just go. because like
So,
your people are gonna be out there. Like
uh-huh.
you're gonna meet. There are people that are interested in that,
Mhm.
and they're gonna go. Even if your goal isn't to go out there to meet people,
Yeah.
it's just still like go get the experience,
Yeah.
like make the memory, and just invite people the next time, if you feel like it. But I will say, once I started doing stuff solo, I had to like remember to like invite people because like my friends would
Not
see
the
me.
flip.
Yes, like my friends would see me. I'm like, oh my God, I would have loved to do that. Why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I'm sorry, because it became
Mm.
easier. Like it just seemed so scary at first, but it became easier to just buy the ticket or RSVP and and get out there, enjoy it, and then like go home or go grab some food or something like. So yeah, but I think
Yeah.
like you said, when holiday season comes around, you do feel like this intense, like I guess like pressure to, yeah, like spread yourself across everywhere because everybody's going on break for work.
Yeah.
Like work starts to slow up, so it's
Mhm.
like I'm not as busy, and
Yeah.
families coming into town or friends are coming into town, but it's just like, well, what do I want to do? Like, like
Yeah.
I day after Thanksgiving I slept all day.
Nice.
Like
As you
I
should.
literally put my phone, like I didn't set an alarm, anything.
Mhm.
I put my phone at the bottom of the bed
And just
and I slept. I was
chill.
in and out of sleep. And when I
Yeah.
was up, I was eating, and that was
I love
it.
that. I mean, you know what? And let me ask you actually,
Mm-hmm.
when you're going, and now that you've gotten used to going by yourself, and you're like, oh,
Uh-huh.
I gotta ask people, like, or let them know, like, okay, like, come on, like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself. Is there an inner conversation that you have with yourself before you go, like this inner hype, like, okay, like you're going outside, you can do this, or you
No,
just go?
not anymore.
Really?
But I used to have to like hype myself up.
Okay.
Like I would literally be like, "This is so stupid."
Yeah, because I'm so curious, for those who are venturing out,
Yeah,
like I remember what it felt like even going to, I went to see a movie. This was years ago, before I moved and I went to Atlantic Station.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there at first and I was like, this is ultimate lonely. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, no, I'm
But
like,
after a while, I was like, no, I went and saw Sinners by myself. Like
yeah.
I went and,
Ooh,
yeah, and
I couldn't have seen it by myself the first
it was
time.
I saw it by myself, but there was other people in the theater and we all became cool and we're like, yo, that's crazy.
I
Like, what is
love
that? Okay.
that. And that's
Yeah.
one thing I've learned too. It's so many people that are outside like at events solo.
Yeah.
Literally. People just pull up. And I think too, like that just started to encourage me to keep going, like doing things like solo because I was like, this isn't like loneliness. It's actually like
Kind of
bravery.
empowering.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's
definitely empowering.
empowering. It's like, but I definitely have to hype myself up when I first started doing things solo because I was just like, what do you do? Like,
Yes.
and I realized too that I was like, sometimes I use my friends as crutches.
Mm.
Like I am going to something that only I'm interested in, and I just kind of bring them along so that I'm not, and not to say they don't have a good time, but it's more so like
That's real.
my interest,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing them along so that I'm not standing there by myself and looking around or having to like awkwardly strike up conversation,
Mhm.
but like I'm like that's just part of the human experience.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you are going to look a little silly or you're going to feel silly, but like get out and talk to people. Like walk around and just explore the venue, explore the event. 10 times out of 10, someone's going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And you're going to talk back to them or you will strike up a conversation with them, and it always happens like that.
I
It's
love that.
always that. It's
Honestly,
like, yeah.
that makes sense. So all that to say is, if you're thinking of that tree lighting, that thing that's saved in your TikTok, that cafe that you want to go to that's holiday themed, go by yourself.
Go by
Who's
yourself.
stopping you? I think that even works even when you're in a relationship romantically or what have you.
Yeah.
Still have that. I feel like it's
Have
so
that solo
important.
time.
Yeah.
Individuality. I love that you say that because yeah, like individuality is like so important.
It is.
And I think we're like, regardless of like, yeah, if you're in a relationship, still be who you are, like with that person, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, well, I'm interested in this, so I'm gonna go out here for a little bit or go check this out for a little bit. Like if you can't make it, or hey, meet me for
Mhm.
lunch afterwards, or meet me,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
let's meet up after this, but I want to go have this time. That's one thing I don't want to stop doing. Like it's just having my own little
Same.
solo like
Yeah.
side quest
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't think solo should be tied to singleness. If we're
No,
talking
it
romantically, I don't
shouldn't.
think so. I think it's something that's a forever thing of being
Oh, for sure.
being one with self. And I think even for the holiday season, that's like you're that person
Yes.
to say, look, I can be in matching pajamas, but I'm also gonna be going and grabbing up my favorite
Yes.
espresso martini this holiday season
Listen, because
by myself.
that's on my dopamine menu as well, to try like a holiday themed drink.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay. You're gonna have to send me all of the videos.
I'm gonna send it to you. I actually will share it's in my notes app.
Okay.
So I literally
Oh,
make
you
a
have to share it
list
with the girls.
and I will share it.
Yeah, definitely.
With the girls
I
for
love
sure.
that.
Everybody needs it.
Everybody definitely needs it. So girls and guys, of course. Guys, I be forgetting about y'all sometimes. But you guys are definitely part of the conversation. All right, so we're going into segment 3. The girls want to know. So, what are your favorite holiday movies that immediately put you in your feels? All of the holiday feels.
Oh, it really puts me in my feels, like just in general. And I find myself watching this more and more as I get older. The Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
Oh, yes. Such a classic.
It
just gets you.
It gets me. Like, I feel like that's where I am right now. Seriously, like I actually said that I want to start a book of possibilities instead of like doing a vision board.
Yeah.
Because I've always talked about making a junk journal. I just have never sat down to do it. But I watched this movie, whatever streaming platform they put it on. Like it's been bouncing between Tubi, Netflix. I just got Prime back, but wherever they put it, I watch it, and I watch it as long as they have it up. But yeah, like I hate that it kind of took, her having that life-threatening disease.
Yeah.
I love that she just kind of woke up and was like, I'm not living my life. I am literally stuck right here, like just in comfort, and I'm not even like fulfilled. I'm not satisfied, but she has all of these like dreams and like scenarios, and it's just like, why not make them happen
and just do it? And it's
just
crazy
do it.
how she managed to make it happen.
And she made it
with so
all
many excuses in life, And then when you
Yes.
are matched up with something serious, God forbid, that's when you start to try and make moves and have your last final this and that, when
Exactly.
you could just do it.
You could have just done it. And so yeah, and I would say, of course, classic This Christmas.
Oh yeah.
That it reminds me so much of like me and my siblings, like when we get together. Minus some of the crazy stuff that
There
was
was a
going
lot of craziness that
but,
happened in
like,
the movie. But
I think just overall, like just how, tightly knit they were. And like just like the matriarch, like that's our mom for sure.
Yeah.
So I love, and we used to watch it, and like my brother at the time was working on his singing voice, so I used to make them act as a choir.
Oh my
with
God.
my brother as the lead singing This Christmas.
That's cute.
And I would like make everybody go in my mom's room to like perform it for her.
Oh my God. Not you, the leader. What do you
Girl,
like? You're like the
yes.
Tina of the group.
I'm just the oldest daughter, so I'm just the
That's
family
right.
manager.
I
So it's
resonate with
like
that.
everybody line it up, hit that note. Let's get this.
Let's make this
rhythm.
happen.
Let's
We're gonna get
this-
famous.
Yes, no, literally. And I'm like, come on, let's go get some approval. We never made it out the hood, but we
The
tried.
intention was there.
The intention was there, but I would say like those are my top 2. I'm probably missing some, but for sure. But Last Holiday, I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's it.
that's it. And I just loved, like, I was like, yeah, like she made it happen. So I
Yeah.
think that's the thing that for me, I started realizing sometimes I live life in my head. And like I have all these reasons why I don't do this, or why I should wait to do this or wait to do that, instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
We all though.
oh my God. I
feel
think
like
we all
like have like this motherboard ship in our head.
yeah.
That it makes me think of, and it's bothering me. There's a Pixar movie that's like this, of this girl that she's growing into her preteens, and you can literally see like what's going on in her head.
Is it Inside Out with all the
Inside Out,
emotions?
thank
Yes,
you.
with the motherboard.
Yeah,
All that.
that's how it feels. Like we all have this internal motherboard, and if you're
Yeah.
a chronic overthinker like myself,
Yes.
then you really can stop yourself from a lot of things. when
Yes.
things have to be a certain way and a certain
That's
level.
me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do this until this, or I just did this, so I don't need to do this. And it's just like, just make the plan, or like, planning too much because sometimes I'm not an overthinker, I'm an over planner,
Mm.
and or I just stay in the planning stage, which is also just another way of staying like comfortable because it's like, well, if I keep planning it, I never have to do it.
Yeah.
Versus like just do it.
Yeah,
Like
sometimes
just
planning is also another act of
yeah,
procrastination.
girl.
All that to say is live dangerously this holiday season. Sounds like a liquor commercial.
We
Stay
won't be held
dangerous.
fully responsible for that though.
You do anything too crazy, but just, do solo things. Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink
Just
it.
do it.
Seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
think
see
yeah,
that.
that's the biggest
Yeah,
thing. Just get up and go.
I agree. Okay, so do you start decorating on November 1st or after Thanksgiving?
After Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Uh over planning.
Okay, we'll put on over planning. That's fair. It's gotta look good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think too for me, I kind of like to stretch
Mm,
every season out. So
okay.
like yeah.
Okay.
Like November for me is fall. It
Okay.
is truly fall. And until Thanksgiving, we are in fall. It is not Christmas
Yeah.
time. I know they start putting Christmas stuff out October 27th, pretty
They
much.
do.
So
They do.
but I'm like, let's wait a minute.
Okay.
Like
You like the all right.
yeah, like
Okay.
let the trees fully change.
Okay.
Like let the red leaves get their moment. Like let the sweet potato pie do its thing, and
Then you have
yeah, because
Okay.
and then we have Christmas because like we have a whole month because it really goes through like New Year's.
It does.
Essentially, really after New Year's.
It does. It's crazy because I'm the opposite of
Mhm.
I'm November 1st. I want to hear in my mind. Like I
Get
want to.
out.
I'm ready. I'm
time.
transferring. Yes, Mariah is playing. I'm starting to like. I think it's because I'm such a the holidays have always had been a happy time for me. So I feel like I'm
Yeah.
trying to expedite happy. It's like all right, forget
Mm,
Halloween is done. Forget all of that.
Okay.
We're
No, that
trying to
makes
start
sense.
holidays from now, but I also understand we're gonna enjoy the fall. And the
Yeah,
Gilmore
just
Girls
let it.
vibes and
Mhm.
yeah, and then we can now
'Cause
we're into Christmas.
I think too, like I do just enter like this rest period after
Mm.
like Thanksgiving. Like I said, day after Thanksgiving, I slept all day. So like I just yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can appreciate
let's
that.
just
Let's
chill
just have a little
and like it's a
Yeah.
little because then once it's up for Christmas, it's up.
It's
like,
up, yeah. So I know that you're a thrifter. I know you've talked about thrifting
Mhm.
before. And as we're going into the holiday season with our holiday outfits, I mean, look at your outfit. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Girl, it hits with the boot. Okay. Listen. So, where are you shopping? Any tips on any thrifting locations for any holiday fits? Where would you recommend?
Oh my God. So
And it doesn't have to be just specifically Atlanta too. It could be
okay.
anywhere.
Honestly, let me first say my pants are thrifted
Okay.
right now. Yes. Honestly, though, where I'm shopping right now is my closet.
I
I
understand that.
have literally I got into this big chokehold of like fast fashion.
Mhm.
So I really had to like take myself off of that. Also getting laid off. I didn't have as much money to spend on clothes
Mhm.
like I wanted to.
Mhm.
So I had to make smart, like logical decisions.
Yeah.
So I started just getting better with mixing and matching what I already have. And then I slowly got back into thrifting.
Mhm.
But honestly, like my top two, I love Value Village. I
Okay.
love Goodwill. These are actually from Goodwill.
Okay.
And Value Village is half off all the clothes every last Wednesday of the month.
They still do that.
They still do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But here in Atlanta, so I haven't really shopped or thrifted a lot outside of Atlanta, and that's actually one thing I want to start doing more of.
Okay.
Next year,
Mhm.
like whenever I travel, like carve out time to go thrifting,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
elsewhere. Because I went to the Goodwill in San Diego
Mm-hmm.
in October, and I found like they had so much good stuff, but I didn't have that much room in my luggage.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that's fair.
okay, I need to start like prepping for that, but also find like more local finds. But
Yeah.
also here in Atlanta is a Park Ave Thrift.
Park Ave Thrift.
They're
Okay.
really, really good. And then another store that I like that I got really good finds at was I might be saying it wrong, but I think it's called like Inside Out.
Okay, I haven't heard of it. Okay, Inside
I think it's
Newbie.
I think that's what it's called, Inside Out.
Okay.
But it also, some of the proceeds go towards the LGBTQ community as
Cool.
well. So they have, like their own mission for that. And then there's also a store that is on my radar to check out. It's called Nello's Vintage, and I think it's in. I want to say it's in Little Five.
Okay.
But they also throw like events and stuff in there as well. But it's like a cute vintage shop, and I actually just came across another one on my TikTok, but I didn't get the name of it. But this girl just started it up. I think she kind of pulls things from her own closet as well as like takes in like donations. But yeah, and honestly too, I don't sleep on Plato's Closet. I feel like that's still kind of like a elevated. It's not authentic thrifting like going to a Goodwill, Value Village, but when I kind of want more name brand pieces, then I'll go to not Value Village. I'll go to
Plato's Closet.
Yeah,
I remember I used to donate to Plato's Closet when I was in college, thinking I was going to make mad money, and they would give me like $5.
I like remember bringing a basket of clothes, and I like had good stuff in there, name brand, all of that. They were like, "Hey, yeah, we're only gonna take this." I think they gave me like $7, and they were like,
"7 is crazy."
The rest of the stuff they did not want. I never sold to them again. That was like probably like back in like 2018.
Yep.
I was like,
yeah, when you really needed some change.
Yes, that was it. I was like, oh, I know, I'm gonna get like $25. I remember dropping an H&M dress off to them.
And that's all you. Oh,
I was like,
no.
That's worth at least like $10.
Oh no, yeah, no. I'd rather.
They were like, we're looking for this, this, and this, and I was like, I'm not going through my closet again. For
exactly.
Like, I'm not. So yeah, but no. I do still shop there.
Yeah.
From time to time.
If you could plan a trip for Christmas, whether it's domestic or international, where would you go?
Ooh, okay. That's a good question. Okay, so can I actually share that I am living dangerously this year?
Oh, see what we said? Live dangerously this holiday season.
But actually, I'm going to Miami for Christmas this year.
Are you really?
I am. So
I love that.
That was like my plan because I love the beach.
Yeah.
I'm a water sign girl down.
Heard you.
But I've always said I wanted a warm Christmas.
Okay.
And like I said, my family doesn't really have like major traditions. So I'm not missing anything here. So I was like, I'm not going to wait on anything or anybody. I'm going to book the flight and actually I'm actually leaving Christmas morning. It's actually the best day to fly. I was like, look, I was nervous about it.
I believe that.
But they were like, yeah, because everybody's traveling ahead of the holidays to get there on Christmas. So Christmas Day,
it's calm.
It's super, super calm. And I'm just going for 2 days, but I just want to go spend Christmas Day for sure by the beach and then a little staycation and probably just like walk around, maybe thrift.
Yeah.
But so that is my domestic. That's always something I wanted to do, is like spend Christmas like in Florida, like on the beach, palm trees, all the things. Internationally, you know what? It's still going to be somewhere tropical. I do not like cold vacations. I took my first like ski trip at the top of this year.
Okay.
And, just before I ruled it out, I needed to try it.
Yeah.
And I'm so okay on that.
Oh, it's not the vibes.
I'm all right. All right. I am okay.
Yeah.
Do not sign me up. So it would still be somewhere. But you know what's really been on my list?
What?
Guatemala.
Really?
Guatemala is gorgeous.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Lake, I'm going to butcher it. Lake Attilian just Google it. And Google will figure out what you're trying to say. But it's like not right in the city. It's maybe like 30 minutes to an hour out of the city, possibly. But all to say, it is beautiful. Guatemala, I would go spend Christmas there and like literally go and spend like a couple of days on the lake.
Okay.
Yes.
Spending Christmas on the lake in Guatemala sounds like
I would.
That sounds like next level. I will be saving what you do on my TikTok folder.
I have a whole TikTok folder dedicated to Guatemala.
Yeah, really.
I probably won't make it for Christmas, but I do want to go.
I never thought about Guatemala.
Yes, me either. And I don't know how. I think it just ended up on my For You page at some point, and I don't know what I thought Guatemala was.
Okay.
Like what I thought it looked like. Yeah. But everything I saw about it was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
Yes. So That
I
that's
love
where I would
that.
be.
That's amazing. Okay. We're going into segment 4. And to wrap up, we're going to be talking about romanticizing the season that you're in. So,
Oh.
we already talked about the holidays. We talked
Mhm.
a little bit
Mhm.
about how that can lead to the thought that you should be in a relationship. You
Yeah.
need to have the matching pajamas, but also enjoying being solo. And it doesn't
Mhm.
always have to be tied to a relationship. Enjoying the solo vibes regardless. But one thing that I'm interested in is a small habit, because it always starts small, right?
Mhm.
In and outside of the holiday season. What is one small habit that you do to romanticize your life?
Oh,
It's a good question.
that is a really good question because it really is the small things that like make up big things. What is a small habit that I do to romanticize my life? Dang, that's
It's
good.
something to think about.
It is.
I made a post on my TikTok recently
Uh-huh.
asking people like what is one thing that they do to romanticize their life
Mhm.
or main character energy. And I was getting responses from like one of my friends, shout out to Courtney, she mentioned that she gets a housekeeper to come in
I
every
know
so
that's
often.
right.
She's married with
Yeah.
a son, and this helps her to have that balance so she
I
doesn't
know
feel like
that's
she's a super
right.
mom. I saw
Yeah.
that. I said a housekeeper. I love that. What the heck? I would
Girl.
never think.
Hey.
So I love that there's, and I've been asking people like what is one thing
Yeah.
that they're doing to romanticize their lives. And so maybe it's something, and I've sometimes I feel like even the small things we don't think about, like how you mentioned you put your phone away,
Girl.
you drink your tea. Like
Yes.
honestly, in a way, it doesn't really sound romantic, but the act of sleeping
Girl,
and
rest. Like getting
yeah,
real rest. And like if I roll over in the morning, I literally it's just me. I have to get up to get the phone. And it's like I'm not that dedicated
yeah,
to do that.
yeah.
But I would say honestly, in this current season, one thing that I am doing, I think kind of going back to like the clothes and things, like I'm shopping my closet more and really like playing with my style a lot more and just being loud.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
yeah,
think I used to be so big on what was trending, what are we all wearing? And I need the cutouts and I need to
yeah,
show this and
yeah,
show that. And
yeah.
like I said, I was buying so much fast fashion because I'm like, oh, we're wearing this, we're wearing that. I already have all these clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point we kind of lost the art of being an outfit repeater,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
just like an
yeah,
item repeater.
yeah.
And so I actually just told a friend of mine, like the other day or so, literally after I was thrifting,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think for like the fall and winter, I'm gonna be an item repeater. Like you're gonna see these pants again,
Yeah.
like you're gonna see me in the same clothes different ways. So I would say, yeah, that's probably really how I am romanticizing my life in this season. And I'm not waiting for an occasion to like dress
Yes.
up or show
Yeah.
up. If I want to wear the heels, I'm gonna wear the heels.
Yeah.
I wore heels to Friendsgiving. We're in the house.
That's right.
But it's like I want to wear with my outfit. I'm a
And
heels
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I would say that like literally shopping my closet, playing with my style, and just showing up
Mm-hmm.
as me.
Yeah, and I've been seeing that trending a lot on social media,
Yeah.
shopping your closet. And
Girl.
honestly, I've been doing the same. One, because I've been trying to be a little bit more intentional with my fashion wear. I will be
Yes.
willing to spend more on an item because I know it's gonna last long,
Mhm.
and that's my only item I buy for like the season. Like
That's
if
where I
know.
am now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I used to spend so much money like across Shein, Fashion Nova, and I'm like, all that money I could have bought this really good, quality pair of jeans or this like quality dress or like this quality shirt or a couple of those shirts or maybe this pair of shoes
Yeah.
that will last me because now too you go like the thrift stores, you see all of this Shein.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh
everything
my
is Shein,
God, really?
everything is so much Shein and Fashion Nova like in the thrift stores now because yeah, like there's no real use for it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a one and done.
Yeah.
And I think too, like shopping your closet, you just get a lot more creative, and that's one thing I've really enjoyed too. I'm like, I don't always have to be creative when I am, or doing videos online, like digital content isn't the only way I can be creative. Like I can be creative in the way that I dress, the way that I style my hair, the way that
Yeah.
I accessorize, and I think that's really been challenging me too, because it's like, what do you already have?
Yeah.
And like mix it up, remix it. And if the outfit is a bit like neutral, plain, basic, spice it up with the shoes. I'm
Yeah.
literally wearing zebra print boots.
And they look so cute. I
Thank you.
absolutely love them. When I saw the zebra, I was like,
Yes.
excited.
You know who's my style inspiration right now?
Who?
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh, I love her.
So I literally
Yeah.
get dressed and I think, what would Tracy do?
What would Tracy do?
What would Tracy do?
And she is a fantastic. She knows how to balance.
Yes.
The
It's
tight,
things.
flowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just things too, like, I think I used to be so, like, I grew up in, the South, like the country. Everything is like matchy. So if you're wearing a red shirt, you need to have on red shoes or a red purse or something. And I think around like high school, like when I moved up to Gwinnett, we it's just everybody's from everywhere. It's just more of a melting pot. So it's all
Yeah.
these different styles. So I think I started moving away from matching my clothes. And I was just more into like, I didn't want my clothes to really match. I didn't want everything to be matchy. I was like, my shoes are gonna be the pop. My shoes are gonna be the accessory, or like I'm gonna do like this. That's when the neon pants were like.
Oh,
So
poppin',
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I had these like pair like blue, like neon blue skinny jeans. I'm like, I'm gonna use that as my base, and this type of shirt and these like shoes. But yeah, like I think it's just so fun, and like I feel like I'm kind of getting back to teenage me.
Yeah.
Like the girl who did
love
not want to match,
Yeah.
but I also wasn't buying my clothes at the time, so I didn't really have much to say on what was being worn.
I get that. I understand that. And I feel like it's, as we get older, I do think there should be some type of, and that's a whole nother conversation for another time. That maybe should be another podcast episode of re-entering into your childhood era and finding those things and those joys, because there was a carefreeness about it.
We were so carefree.
Very
We
carefree.
did not care at all. Like, we just did whatever we wanted to do. Literally, we didn't think about what everybody else was wearing. I mean, there were times where it's like, you and your friend, like, I'm gonna wear a skirt, you wear this, or okay, like these shoes are like the shoes to have. And like when Vans were like really, really popular, I definitely bugged my parents for Vans. And things, but I never had the black and white ones or like plain colors. I had like some pink checkerboard. Then I had like these patchwork Vans, like again, just still like very vibrant and colorful. But oh my God, excuse me, like, I think that's the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm going back into teenage me. Like, she did not care.
Yeah.
But of course, then you get out into the world and we are just shaped by all these different standards and opinions and perceptions. And I think, too, because you have to start navigating corporate or internships and business casual this, and especially as Black women, it's like, we have to literally shrink ourselves and kind of quiet ourselves down, because like, don't stand out too much, but don't like be a wallflower either. So it's like, okay, I gotta find like that balance, but I'm really just stripping away. So again, I love Tracy Ellis Ross. Like the way me and my friend watched her travel show.
Okay.
And seeing the way that she packed, like her outfits that she wore on vacation, even when she's on a resort, she is like just dressed.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Because usually I just throw like shorts together, or like we are looking for the 2-piece sets and stuff. And it's just like, why don't I pack these boots?
You know what I love too in regards to romanticizing is the people that get dressed to go on flights. And I did that recently when I was coming back to Atlanta from New York. And I just decided, what the heck, like, going home, but I'm gonna look nice.
Yeah, like why not?
And you know what? It felt very whimsical. It felt like I knew what I was doing in life. And at first I was like, okay, like I was still comfy. It wasn't like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I loved that. And I realized that's an act of romanticizing, because I used to think about like the older generation of when I was young, and I would see like my grandpa go to Jamaica and he would be dressed going to Jamaica, and I'm like, what's he dressed up for? Like,
like where are you? What are you doing?
You're getting on a flight. Like, you should be comfy. But for them, flying was a luxury, and even back in the day in general, like flying was a luxury. And so having this romanticizing way of, or even getting into a car, like things that we do now in a everyday,
Yeah.
for some people were luxurious things to do.
Literally. Yeah.
So to have those things now, the holidays in future,
Mm-hmm.
why not? Even being a kid, we don't think about it that way as a child, but in
Of
a
course
way, we
not.
do romanticize our lives. It's a
Yeah.
fairy tale. Every day is a new day.
Yes, like
Every day is new
I think
possibilities.
too, because like you see the kids, like parents will post and be like, "Oh, she wanted to wear her Cinderella dress today. I'm not fighting her on it." And it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear your dress, girl. Like, you're a princess today.
not?
Like, why not? Like,
Yeah.
it is you woke up on this Wednesday morning and said, I feel special. I'm a princess. Put me in my princess dress. Give me my them little plastic click clack heels, and I'm gonna
And
ride it out.
go.
Like, you don't think about what is everybody gonna say. Are they
Yeah.
gonna think I'm overdressed? Are they
Yeah.
gonna think I'm doing too much? You just say, I want to wear that. I feel good in this, and that's
And
it.
I'm gonna do it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And now I'm inspired for my flight to dress up. And you know what?
Do it.
I'm probably gonna wear these pants because they're so comfortable. You can dress them up, dress them down,
Yeah.
and
You
literally pair them
should.
with a little shirt. So I think these are part of a set, but I didn't see the set. But I needed the pants because I'm
Yeah.
going for more color this
Yeah.
season too.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
looks great on you. And I feel like that's a great way. You never know who you'll meet at the airport.
You never know.
Just chatting it up, and you just look really great. And
Exactly.
you never know.
You never know. And then especially too, like, if you land early and you can't check in just yet, and it's like, okay, well, I'm dressed, so let me go hit the town. Like,
Exactly.
let
Why
me go
not?
grab like brunch or breakfast or a lunch or something, or just go explore. It's like, I'm dressed.
Yeah, life is too short.
Mm.
So, in closing, a love note to women. So, my favorite part of the episode, I say it every time on the podcast. So, I'm going to have you give encouraging words to
Okay.
that woman who is learning to romanticize this holiday season, whether that's solo, whether that's with someone,
Oh.
whether that's exploring and going to the thrift store and finding that outfit that they're going to wear, or shopping their closet, or getting dressed to go to the airport. What would you say to them?
I got it.
You got it.
I
Okay.
think I got it. You know what? My love letter to the woman who is romanticizing all the things this holiday season, whether you are in a relationship, you are single, whether you are in a big friend group, or you are more of a solo rider or just a floater friend, is that this this season is literally your canvas, and you can paint it however you want, whether that is time alone, time with others, adventures, rest, trying new foods, booking a flight on a whim because there's a destination that you really want to explore and you don't want to wait on anyone. You don't need permission to be an artist on that canvas this season. You can literally do all the things that you want to do because you don't want to look back and say, I should have done this or I could have done this. Do it today.
That was so good. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Janae, for being in the room. I'm so honored, honestly, to have you in the room.
Honored to be
Goodness
here.
gracious.
Seriously.
Yeah. No, make sure you guys follow Janae. Give them your social medias. How we can
stay in touch with me on Instagram at Like Janae. That's LikeJanae. And on TikTok, which is where I'm most active, at It's Like Janae. ITSLikeJanae.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Janae. And thank you guys for watching The Girls Room, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.